I'd like to start today on looking at contacts in HAR. So if you go up here to the top next to search, there's a add new contact / contact manager. This is one way that when you're ready to save a search to a client, you can go ahead and put a contact in. So let's do add new contact. And I'm going to just put myself in as an example. And I need to go ahead and put an email. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and hit save, but as you can see, there's quite a lot of information that you can add. Lead source, if you want to track it. It's always good to track everything in real estate. If you have birthdays, put that in because we definitely want to follow up with our clients and birthdays that are coming up. So I'm going to hit save. Now, if I go to Contact Manager, there's also another way right here. We can add a contact right here at the top when it's done loading. So add contact right here. And I have quite a bit of some old contacts that pulled in a little bit funny, but here is my contact right now. So Roxana G. If you can see over here, there's nothing set up. So I don't have a search info. I don't have saved properties info because I just created this search. So right here, if I hit view contact website, this is what the person is going to see, each of my clients, once I have them set up on a personalized gateway. The personalized client gateways are very important because you're going to save a search and then each day it's going to auto update with any new properties, any properties that changed in a price drop or price increase, and it will automatically email out your clients. So it's like you working smarter and not harder. So here in the middle you would see more searches, and I'll show you in a second how to add those. Again, it's going to have all my contact information on the left. So I'm going to go back over. If I'm wanting to start a new search just right from here, I can hit add new search. If you see right underneath it, it says view searches within the search manager. Like I showed you guys earlier, once you do a search for the first time, what you can do is you can actually save the search, and then when you come back in, you can just attach it to your client. Let's say for the first week, I'm going to go ahead and just send myself the emails, and then a week later, I want to attach a search that's already saved. I can do view searches within the search manager and attach that. So right now, I'm just going to say I'm going to create a new search. I'm going to go ahead and say I'm looking for single family. And then as you can see, it's going to bring up just the normal MLS screen, completely what we have seen a couple times already. So here I'm going to run just active. Remember, we don't want to send our clients the pending or option pending properties because those are currently under contract. I'm going to go ahead and put a zip code in and put the office zip code, 77080. So, and then I'm going to put in, let's say that they told me that they want between $300,000 and $500,000, and we drop down to 50. And let's say they also are looking for a 4-bedroom. So minimum of 4-bedroom, and I come up with 12. So how the search works now is I'm going to go ahead and say, okay, these 12 properties are the only ones currently on the market for the exact criteria they're looking for. Right up here on the top, you're going to see save search, and you see that we're already under my client. So I'm going to hit save search, and what's going to happen is it's going to ask for a search name and a search description. So it's completely up to you, but normally I would say 4-bedroom, and I would say 77080, or you can name the area. So I'll put Spring Branch, and I'm going to say less than 500K. And it's not letting me put another letter. So here in search description, you want to make sure and include all of the attributes and heuristics that you already were describing, so you know for next time. 300K to 500K, 77080, and active status. At this point, though, there is a couple buttons up here that you want to look at. You want to say, do you want it to be CC'd yourself on there? So I want Roxana to view listings on the contact website, and then I can customize the welcome message, or I can send my client to view listings in an emailed report. I personally much rather prefer the contact website because they can make notes on it and it stays in one place. The emailed report will send them each day and it's going to be just those properties. So if they're going back through a week worth, it's not going to be saved anywhere. It's just going to be in individual emails and there's a link to them. So I would leave it on the contact website, and a lot of times I'll put this up higher. I'll put you up to 120 or 180 days instead of 60. One last thing I want you to change is the frequency. So what the frequency is it's how fast does it notify them of any new properties, right? List price changes, status changes, or when photos are added for the first time that have come on the market in this criteria bucket. So it's doing the search for you. If you search ASAP, then what's going to happen is within 15 minutes, it's going to send them the properties. Let's say that somehow there are 3 new properties that came on. It's going to send them 3 emails in one day. Most buyers, I believe, prefer daily instead, where it puts them all in the same report. It's kind of up to you and your client's relationship. If you want to ask them what they prefer, if they're looking for one specific neighborhood and it's a hotter neighborhood that's going to go quickly, I would do ASAP. Most buyers, I would suggest just daily, just in case so they don't get a bunch of emails in one day. And you're going to hit next, and then it'll set it up. So I change this one to daily, and then however many days I want. I'm going to say next, and then it's going to say, do I want to add additional recipients? You can add yourself, and then what you want the subject line to say for each time it sends out. So on here, a lot of times I'll put the client's name, and I might take off property matches, but I'll say Spring Branch Homes, and I'll put the client's name. Update on properties. This is just one example. And again, which one of these reports you can view too. So I'll hit next, and then I'm going to hit save. And then now this is going to say the search is active, and it's going to notify my client with emailing a link to search these. And also I can go through them right now and mark some as a recommendation if I think that they are going to be more interested in them, or I don't even have to send the email now and it will just wait till the next day and email out. So I'm going to say review these listings just so you can see an example. And at this point it's going to say this little thumb mark over here is going to be whether I have any preferences. So, and then email search results right here on the bottom right whenever I'm ready. So I'm going to go ahead and hit close. And I'm going to go show you right up here the View Contact website. This is what we talked about earlier where the search is going to be there. So now if you guys see in the middle, there's View Properties, and there is a search criteria that I have set. And if I added additional searches, they'd all be separately listed one after the other. So when my client looks and logs on, it's going to look like this, where they can save this property, they can put little comments in, agent recommendations is up here, and then all the properties are listed that just pulled up in their criteria. And remember, how you get to this is you go to Contacts, remember Contact Manager. And so I clicked on Roxanna G. And keep in mind right now, once this updates, I now have a new search. So I hit that little update button right there, that green refresh. And now my search info is the one that I just did. And if I need to change the settings, email out, delete the search, I can do different things, or I can add a new search. So that is how you go through and you add a contact, and then you're going to add a new search to that contact. The one other way is, let's say that I'm on a search, and as soon as I put all my criteria in, whatever it may be, let's say I go up to 1 million now, I can hit Save Search here, and when you do that, it'll let me attach it to a new client, and I can add a client here. So there are a couple ways to find a way to search and then add it to a client. Any questions, just give me a call. Thanks.